Heatness is updating 3 of their sauces, but they sent me 2 of them. Their Barbcoa and also the Rojo and their Verde, and they're coming out with a 2.0 version of them. So we're going to do a side-by-side tasting of the old sauces versus the new sauces and see how they stack up to the original recipe. Hopefully going to get very, very nerdy, so buckle in. I'm excited to do this. I've never done a video like this before. Okay, and now I also got to show you how I'm an idiot. These were sent to me by Heatness. Thank you very much for that. They reached out, they were like, hey, do you want to try these 2 new sauces? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, if possible, can you send me both versions of it so I can do a side-by-side tasting? And this is where I'm a freaking idiot. And when you open the packs, it just looks like this, okay? They look the exact same. The new ones have yellow caps, and the old ones have black caps. I missed that part of the email, and so when these arrived, I assumed that they had sent me just 2 packs of the same sauces. A lot of times companies will do that because you can use some for photography, some for eating, and blah, 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 something. Sometimes there's breakage or something that happens in the shipping just to cover your bases. But they actually did send me both versions. But you know what I did? I had already ran out to my local Jungle Gyms, my local grocery store, and I bought the old bottles thinking that I needed them, and I don't. So I just have 2 bonus sauces, which is totally awesome. Let's dive into this. They launched the first version of Los Calientes in 2018. 8 years, time for glow up. This evolution will allow us to keep bringing you flavor to enjoy all day, blah, 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 blah. June 1st is when you're going to be making the switch. As the filming of this, it is May 22nd. So there's 9 days until this official switch happens, so I'm very excited and happy to be receiving bottles early. So that's very cool. Thank you, Heatness. And you can tell by the yellow caps versus the black caps. Now, if I knock over one of these bottles one more freaking time, can you tell I'm excited? All right, let's see where the differences are. Their goal is to improve the consistency of texture and maximize flavor. So does that mean more spices? Does that mean more peppers? So there's referencing to texture and there's referencing to heat and flavor. So texturally looks the exact same. I mean, honestly, I think the new one has a little less body to it. It seems like there's more sugar maybe in the old version of it. We're gonna find out. The new version of the Barbcoa is slightly lighter than. See if you can. You can tell on that camera. See, so the new one is slightly lighter in color than the old one. Now, why is that? So we're gonna start with the Barbcoa first. It looks like they've changed a lot of ingredients. Okay, so we've got apple cider is the #1 ingredient. And in the old one, peppers are the first ingredient. So the peppers are applewood smoked jalapenos, chipotle, and habanero. Chipotle is when we used to have red jalapenos and habanero up top. Pineapple, pure cane sugar, tomatillos, lemon juice from concentrate, apple cider vinegar, chipotle powder, garlic, molasses, toasted onion, salt, cilantro, cumin, black pepper, celery seed, and margarine. And over here we have lime juice, agave nectar, apricot, with ascorbic acid, apple cider vinegar, apple juice, tomatillos, salt, roasted garlic, toasted onion, culantro, cumin, black pepper, and celery seed. So we have switched up. We've moved from lemon juice to lime juice. So instead of the apricots, we're going with pure cane sugar. It looks like we still have the tomatillos. So we've removed a couple peppers. So I feel like the new version is indeed going to be smokier, and it probably is going to be less hot. Interesting. And we've lost the apricot, and we are now into the pure cane sugar. All right, let's crack. We're gonna go with the old one first. I'm cracking them both so I can do some side by sides. I want to do a smell test and do the whole shebang. Okay, the new one smells like brighter and like a little bit more sweetness, and this one smells more smoky. But they do smell very, very similar. All right, let's give it a taste. Such a good sauce. Smoky, complex, got the apricot. Incredible. It's like this is like hot sauce meets barbecue sauce. Just absolutely incredible. Such a good sauce. Good heat too. All right, the new version of it. It's like almost had like a chunky kind of quality to it. Sweeter, kind of less smoky, a little bit less complexity to this sauce. Same heat, a little bit more sugar. So the old one has less than a gram of total sugar, and the new one has a gram of sugar. Sodium in the old one is 40 milligrams, and sodium in the new one is 60 milligrams. So a little bit more sodium. They're very, very, very close. The old one, slightly hotter because it does have like the 3 different kinds of peppers. Noticeable difference, honestly. So I'll say the old version has a little bit more complexity to it, and I can taste the apricot that's in there. There's like a darker, deeper, richer kind of flavor to it. And the new one has like a brighter kind of flavor to it. It's definitely like more balanced, I guess you could say. And it's slightly less hot. But I will say that like the noticeable differences are relatively subtle. So think of this as like darker and richer and brighter and sweeter, I guess you could say. So those are the differences I'm tasting with these two sauces. Let's move on to the Rojo and see where the differences are. I swear to God, if I knock this over again. Okay, so the old ingredients, I'm just gonna list them. So applewood, smoked red jalapenos, and habanero, and then apricot, which is with ascorbic acid and citric acid, apple cider vinegar, agave nectar, lemon juice, tomatillo, water, garlic, salt, toasted onion, cumin, cilantro, black pepper, thyme, celery seed. And over here we got apple cider, ascorbic acid, chili pepper puree, which is chipotle peppers and orange habaneros, peppers, salt and vinegar, water, pure cane sugar, tomatillos, pineapple. Is the pineapple over here? There's no pineapple over on the old version of it, so they're switching out the apricot for the pineapple. Lime juice from concentrate, apple cider vinegar, garlic, toasted onion, cumin, cilantro, salt, molasses, celery seed. Is there molasses in the old one? There is not molasses in the old one. Celery seed, black pepper, marjoram, and dried thyme. And there was not marjoram in the old one as well. So a pretty kind of significant difference in the two sauces. The most glaring difference between the two of them is the fact that the old sauces, peppers were the #1 ingredients on them. And then also something I'm seeing right now is that the way that the lot codes are. So at the top of the bottle, you can see those black letters. Those are the lot codes on them, which means that there's 2 different co-packers, so 2 different companies that are making these sauces. And that doesn't mean anything. Hedonist is a humongous company, and they're in like Kroger nowadays. So they could be using one co-packer for one part of the country to another part of the country. One of them can be making all of it. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, they're following a recipe. There are standards of practice here. So I believe that this one right here says EF. That's Endorphin Farms. I think they're in Florida. Great maker. They make fantastic sauces. Like, I mean, that does not matter. I'm just pointing out like differences that I am seeing right now, which is totally normal and totally fine, and lots of people are doing that. So, okay, let's go to the old one first. And I think I'm seeing a very tiny, slight difference in color as well now. You can see it. It's so... Actually, on that camera, it looks much more prevalent. So you can see the old bottle here is slightly darker, and the new version is slightly lighter here. This one, it smells sweeter again. I can smell the pineapple in the new one. This one smells smokier for some reason. So it's the applewood smoked red jalapenos. Like, I can smell that. So let's taste the old version. It's so good. It's hot. Such a good sauce. You can taste it again. You can taste like the apricot in there. All right, let's taste the new one. Thinner. Cheers. Ooh, these sauces, they're very different. Much more like pineapple here. This is really nice. I like this sauce. Ooh, that's good. I think this is very, very tasty. I do wish it had like the body of the original though. I love the addition of the pineapple. The apricot is really nice in the old one, but it's kind of making itself stand out. You can like see the peppers floating here in the body in this one. So good. They're very different sauces though. The Barbcoa are very similar. These are pretty different. So this one is like, the old version is much more like smoky and it's much hotter. And you can get the apricot. This one is thinner in body, less hot, and the pineapple is really like showing up here and having this like very like sweet, pulpy brightness to it. I like this a lot. So I would say on the Barbcoa side, I would say that I prefer the old version of the Barbcoa, and the new of the Rojo, I prefer the new version of that, even though I do wish it had the body of the original. So, interesting tweaks that they have made. There's definitely some differences here, and it's kind of cool to see the updates. When these come out, I'm interested to get your opinion on them as well. What do you guys think of these sauces in general? I think that, generally speaking, everything that Hot Ones and Heatonist has been making over the years has been pretty freaking fantastic. They do a really, really good job over there. So I am still very happy with both of these sauces. And their the updates, I will say, are definitely interesting. Love you guys. See you guys on the next. Bye.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.